I booked the ticket because of emergency, and cancellations was been shared to you while traveling. While traveling, you got the cancellations, so which is not the right things. And it was as I had enough time in Dubai, though I could spend to arrange something. If it would have been 2 hours or something, I would have missed the other flights. And return now it is still question mark. So still everything is cancelled now. So that and second important thing is nobody responds to your emails or calls or something. So I expect that call should happen or talk to the very specific peoples and which can help us out in doing that. It didn't happen from eDreams. So I'm absolutely dissatisfied with this. See, the thing is, I booked the ticket, I think, in the July initially. And I started my journey on 23rd. And 23rd morning, I'm getting an email when I'm traveling from Galway to Dublin. I'm getting an email saying that the connecting flight from Dubai to Calicut is cancelled. And it became more of a panicking situation for me because I'm starting from here and I don't have any destination to pass through it. So I didn't have any idea what to do. And I called my wife because while traveling, and she was also trying to connect. But the thing is, eDream doesn't have any of the phone phone numbers which is given is we cannot connect. Till today, I'm speaking to the first person, that's you. And I lost a lot of money in this process as well because you're calling US, you are calling UK, and currently, then after that, I went to the counter of Emirates, and they issued me the ticket which was cancelled as well, because I think they may not be aware that it got cancelled, because even I came to know 1-2 hours before that. So they gave me the so then I thought what I will do is I'll go to Dubai and let me see what best I can do there. And by the time I got a call from Air Fly Dubai saying that this has been cancelled and we can arrange for 26th, that is Monday, to travel. I told that will be much more difficult for me because I came to India under this situation was only because my mother was not well. That is the reason I was traveling, because otherwise I never would have, because I have not traveled for more than almost 3 years from Dublin to India because of this situation. And this was a critical situation and I wanted to travel. So then I told them 26 is not possible. Then any other alternatives? They told nothing can be done because you have to talk to eDreams, because you have not booked directly from Fly Dubai. So you have to talk to eDreams. And connected to eDreams, I couldn't able to connect at all. Nobody picks the calls, no response, and you loses money. That's all. You go in circles and you loses money. And because I was recharging, because you are going at a different, and then I went to Dubai. Then for 1 or 2 hours, I was moving around to see what best I can do, because it's a new place for me as well. Then one of the Emirates person has helped me out in making a booking for Emirates again, from Emirates to from Dubai to Kochi in place of Calicut. And I told I'm fine, I can go ahead with that, and I gave him what are the options which is available, and he did it, and I traveled now to Calicut, Cochin. Then from Cochin, I came home, which is quite around 600 kilometers from my actual place. Because earlier it was only 70 kilometers, then I had to arrange myself from 600 kilometers. I told her that's fine. Then I came home. Now again, I got an email saying that it is not. Again, it got cancelled. My travel on it was on 10th. It got cancelled to Dubai. Then and I'm trying from that. I don't have ticket currently. If you ask me, I don't have any tickets now to go back. And that is the situation currently. So then I went to now the what do you call some travel agent in here, and I was trying, and now I'm trying now. Still, it's not a good situation for me. And I came to know that even now Emirates also stopped it because no flights can from India can go to Dubai or UAE anywhere. That situation is fine, but what my expectation is, eDreams is not from Emirates. It can give some alternatives. That's what my point is. And second thing is, any of the like India they have a numbers in India. No way they connect it. They have today morning I was trying UK and US, and I lost money. That's all. Nobody responds to that. The biggest challenge now is I don't know what is going to happen for my return ticket. Now I think when I was checking in the year, I saw that both the tickets are cancelled now. So now cancel is happening. What is happening to my tickets? I don't know. Is it they are going to refund, or what is going to happen? I don't know. And the cost for other tickets currently is very high, because they know that no airplane will pass through the any Arab Emirates and all this stuff. So that is the current situation. And my expectation is basically at least somebody should respond, and you have to give a very specific number saying that you have to talk to this particular things, and it become easy for us to see. It's not the case of the situation. I understand you may have to pay more. I'm okay with that, and there are a lot of options in a country like, it's a big country like India. You can have an options from Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, New Delhi. So you have to give us some options. You travel from these particular things, and it becomes much more easier for us to handle. Now, I don't know. I had a really bad experience, if you ask me. And I see, basically, you are coming under this particular, because we are not in holidays. First of all, I came here because of critical situations. You have your own what do you call the tensions, and currently, with besides that, to manage to go back, you have another one, which is, so I couldn't able to focus. It's become it's like a nightmare for me now, because I had to focus in the hospitals and all this stuff, and you have to book the ticket as well, and nobody responds to that. So that is the reason I just send it across, because I was trying to get somebody to talk to. That's all, because it's not like and I was surprised to see that PissedConsumer and all these things has come to me. I thought at least I can speak to somebody. So that was the reason, actually, if you ask me. Yeah. So that's what I have the situation now. I don't know what to do now. See, if you ask me, the best resolution is eDreams is not a very specific airways. It is an which can correlate like British Airways. They can connect, because from Delhi to London, London to Dublin, that's one option is there. You can connect through Air France. You can connect through Lufthansa. These all are still open, and I'm the person who is residing in Dublin. So staying here, it doesn't make any sense at all for me. Basically, even though because I'm the stamp for PR I have is of Dublin, so I have to go back, and we have very specific time of reaching back to because I work with Viatras. It's a pharma company, so I'm actually quality control manager there. So I had to going back is very critical for me, and also this particular 14 days is also very critical for me to handle this situation here, because my parents are very old. Both the parents are old, and it's quite difficult, and it's really a nightmare, if you ask me. So my option is, if you can arrange some flights at any of this particular city, because I don't say that you book only from Calicut or Cochin or Trivandrum. You have an options of other cities as well. So any of these options, if you can work it out, that will be fantastic for me. That's the best way. And best thing is somebody should respond to you, because you spend money by calling international calls, and you are in basically you are in roaming. So the charges will be very high. And you're doing international calls, it should add value to me. When I'm investing, I should get value to it. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense at all. I contact them through the, you have in the eDreams, rest of the world phone number. And I was trying to reach. Then I was also trying to reach the US number as well as the UK number. So I wanted to speak to any of the, from any part of the, so that's what my thing. And that's why nobody responded. So absolutely, if you ask me how you're going to rate, because I didn't spoke to anybody, it's absolutely zero, if you ask me. This situation, people should be very cautious. In this, is a pandemic situation. I understand it's a pandemic situation. So my thing is, never book from any of this like eDreams or Skyscanner or anything. Book from that very specific airways, the whole routing of your, and plan accordingly. Don't book from any of this, because I don't recommend. I don't know what other would have done. If you ask me, eDreams, I will not recommend during this particular pandemic situation. Definitely not.